Okay, welcome back. Now we're gonna make another flag. This is the Chinese flag. So we got our new flag, document properties. Now this flag, it has dimensions that are 3 in the horizontal direction versus 2 in the vertical direction. So I want to have a rectangle that is similar to 3 by 2, and since we're using pixels, 3 pixels by 2 pixels would not nearly be big enough. So to make a similar rectangle, all I have to do is multiply both the 3 and the 2 by the same number, and it will make a similar rectangle. So I think 300 pixels would be pretty good. So if I multiplied 3 times 100, I get 300, and if I multiply 2 by 100, I get 200. So that gives me a rectangle. And if I zoom in, I use that hold down the control button and do the scroll wheel. And just move it over a little bit. Okay. And now the grids, what I want to do for the grids is I looked up on Wikipedia here, the flag of China, and it looks like this. So there's a grid on here. It says that our grid of the flag being 10 by 15 units in this top quadrant. So if I take 300, which is my top number, and I take 300 and I divide it by 2, I get 150, right? 300 divided by 2 is 150, and so there'd be 150 pixels in this area. So 150 divided by 15 units, 150 divided by 15, hey, I can do that in my head, it's 10. So I want my X grids to be at 10, and then vertically, let's see, I split this in half, so this was 200, split it in half, I make 100, so there's 100 there, and it's a grid of 10, so 100 divided by 10 is 10. So I need 10 pixels to be my grid. So 10 pixels in the X direction and 10 in the Y. Hey, that comes out nice. And let's see how that looks. Yeah, that looks pretty nice. Okay. Let's close that. Now, if we look back at our Wikipedia picture of the flag, we see that the star, the big star, is at the point where it's 5 from the left and 5 down. So I'm going to, well, first let's make a rectangle. Let's do that. So grab a rectangle, and right now it's yellow, and I need to change my color, so I go Object, Fill, and I want to, let's just pick a red, kind of a darker one. How about that? That looks pretty good. Okay. Let's just kill the blue and make this a round number, 25, 200. That's pretty good. Okay. And then for my star now, my star has 5 points. I want the spoke ratio to be 0.382, not rounded, not randomized. Okay, so my star, I'll go ahead and draw it first. I know it's going to be red for now, but the star was up 2 spots, and it was centered at 5 over and 5 down. So let me change the color to yellow, and that's actually pretty good. Let's make it a round number, 190. Okay, so there's my star. And what else about the flag? So I have 4 other stars going around it, and those stars are centered at, let's see, the bottom one is 1 up and 5 over, and then the next one's 3 up and 3 over. So let's put those two in. So let's make a star, and from this center point, which was cut the flag in half both ways, and then it was over 5 up 1, and then the star was one of those units up in radius, and then the next one was 3 over and 3 up, and so we have that one. And now the other two, let's see, it was 3 over and 4 down from the, if I go from the top of the middle of the flag, it was 4 down and 3 over, and the other one is 2 down and 5 over. Yeah. So 3 over, 4 down, and then 2 down and over 5. Okay, so we got the stars down. Now these stars are what we would call similar to the big star, but since they are not the same size, we call them similar. These stars are congruent to themselves, so this is the exact same size as this one because its radius is the same and all other properties about it are the same. And what I want to do is now rotate it. Okay, so looking at that flag, those stars, they need to match up. Their line needs to go like it's pointing to the middle of the big star. So I could draw in a line. And I just click and then right click to finish out my line. So click, right click, click, right click. Now what I want to do is rotate the stars so that they have one of their points facing the center of the big star. So what I do now is I need to go to transform. First I'm going to select the star, and I go to object, transform, and instead of moving this time I am going to rotate. Now I don't know if they gave me the exact coordinates, but I think I remember it was 22. Nope. So what I'll do, I think it was maybe 26. Nope. This one's correct. This one doesn't change at all. I think this one maybe was negative. Or maybe this was 26. Yeah. Okay, and maybe this one was negative 22. Yeah, that looks right. Okay, and then this one was 22. Positive. Nope. Is it 22 negative? Yeah. Okay, so it looks like I got those rotated correctly. Now I'm just going to go back and click on the line and delete. Click on that line, delete. Okay. So that's my People's Republic of China flag.